how she looks now with that plastic surgery?
She's hot.
Looking like a Muppet?
Yeah.
Oh, please. Dude, come on. You joking. Because
Could
she looks
work.
like...
She could be all
No, you...
wrinkly and stuff. You know what I'm
What,
saying?
what's up?
She could be all wrinkly.
Yeah, but then again, it's about also keeping it real and all that stuff there. But she looks like she, remember those plastic surgery addicts back then? It was seen many times on magazines and such because they can't stop. I mean, like the singer from Dead or Alive, he was the same way there. He looked like
Oh,
total unrecognizable, man.
you know who she looks like and who has probably the same plastic surgery
Who?
person?
Who?
The not the daughter who just died, but the wife of
Mm.
Elvis.
Mm. You mean
Look up,
Priscilla? Priscilla
yeah,
Presley. Yeah.
look up that picture, keep Priscilla Presley, and send it like a new one.
Okay, there.
Uh,
Okay, let me do it right now here. Blah blah
is
blah.
that his daughter?
Keep her
No,
barbers.
no. Priscilla was the wife and the mother of the late Lisa Marie.
Alright.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly. Yeah. Okay,
okay.
let me get up
Oh, so
here.
Lisa Marie was the daughter.
Yeah, Lisa Marie was the daughter, and she recently died. Priscilla
Oh,
Presley plastic surgery.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let me add the plastic surgery.
Okay, there. I'm looking it up as well right now here. The mother, too, has spoken out about the botched cosmetic procedures she's had done in the past. Her spokesperson claimed that she has unknowingly had industrial low-grade silicone similar to what
Live right
mechanics...
now?
What?
Are you live?
Yes, we are.
All right, I'll add art.
Hey, good, yeah. It's like, jeez. Let's see here. Continuing, she unknowingly had industrial low-grade silicone similar to what mechanics use to grease car parts injected into her face by a doctor who wasn't licensed to practice medicine in the U.S. I noticed that myself. She does not look exactly the same as she did before. Jeez. I mean, I understand they want to remain younger. Well, don't drink, don't smoke, and work out a lot of times, and that will always prevail. But getting plastic surgery, unless you absolutely do need it, like if you had a car wreck in the past, I can understand that. But I'm sorry, but looking like a Muppet, like Madonna does, I'm sorry, it just doesn't cut it, you know. Gosh. All right.
You're right. You're right.
Exactly.
Right.
Are you in the pooper?
I'm taking a piss.
Okay, there. Oh my gosh, you're right. She does not. Oh my gosh, she almost got. When you look at some of the Google images of her currently, she looks like she has kind of like all you need now is the Joker makeup on her. That's all I gotta say. Especially that the way her grin is. It's kind of like similar to the Joker's when you think about it. And it's just like, gosh, dude, give me a break. Like I said, you only need plastic surgery if you went into a horrific car crash where your face is fucked up, then it's necessary.
Yep.
Yeah. Otherwise, forget it.
Oh,
You
I
know.
forgot. Yeah.
What's up? Oh, you forgot to wash your hands?
No, I forgot
Oh,
to say
oh no. Got to sanitize them? Oh, all right.
that.
All right, so I'm going to try and add the Arc Boy into the mix here. Should be, I know why I'm supposed to be doing that there. Okay. Call him Mr. Arc. Call him Mr. Arc. Arky, get on the call, dude.
Alright, let me get that news article.
Okay, there, let's do it. And he's unavailable at the moment there. I'm going to keep trying. Hope he's... Alright.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay, I'm getting the news article right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is it about?
Aerosmith's Joe Perry announces April 2023 tour dates with the Joe Perry Project.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Remember, he had that project back after he left Aerosmith in 1979. I guess that him and Steven Tyler got into this massive fight where Tyler just said, "I don't want to be on stage with you no more," and Perry took that to heart, and he decided to part after that. Now, the Joe Perry Project released 3 albums. They released Let the Music Do the Talking, I Got the Rock and Rolls Again, and what's it called? Once a Rocker, Always a Rocker. And I remember seeing the video for the release of that album back in '83. And yeah, they came out with some good stuff there. I mean, Like the Music Did the Talk, and tracks of that album was played a lot on the radio around that year, 1980. I think another one was called Rocket Train. That was a good song to listen to at that time. Go ahead, Keith.
Yeah. Shout out to Jedi Knight.
In my chat there? What's up,
in your chat, yeah.
What up, Mighty Jedi? What's going on, bro?
Yeah.
All right, good. I like that one there. What did you put in my chat? Credit to you, dude. All right. And where did YR go? Is he trying to add the Arkman in there, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. I tried adding him a moment myself.
I'm here. I'm listening to
no, there you go.
The group.
Okay. All right. I just added him myself, and it says unavailable at the moment. Ark, pick up the dang phone, dude. Mm-hmm. All right. Memories. Let me get this out the way. All right. All right there. Let me get this bullshit out of the way. And no, I don't want YouTube Premium. Thank you very much, good people.
I have YouTube Premium. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, but you gotta pay. I would take it if it was for free, but sadly, I'm not like that.
Okay.
And I'm not.
$12.99 a month.
Yeah, but we gotta remember. I just not interested in that kind of bullshit there.
Right.
I'm a cheapskate. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready, dude?
It's the only subscription I have. The YouTube Premium. I don't have any other subscriptions.
All right, there. Okay, so go. So you got the article, Keith, about the Joe Perry Project? Go ahead and read it, dude.
Legendary Aerosmith guitarist and songwriter Joe Perry has confirmed 6 U.S. solo gigs in April for the Joe Perry Project. Joining Joe in the 2023 lineup of the Joe Perry Project are Extreme's Gary Cherone on lead vocals, Aerosmith backing singer Buck Johnson on keyboards and vocals, Jason Stutter on drums, and David Hall on bass. Throughout his career, Perry has received permanent iconic stature in the pantheon of rock. He has helped to drive Aerosmith over the course of the 4 decades to sales of more than 150 million albums, critically acclaimed, 4 Grammy Awards, one of which includes the guitar-based instrumental Boogeyman, and induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Perry's work with Aerosmith has resulted in an unending array of accolades and honors. Beyond their Grammy Awards and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction, other key milestones over the over 50-year history include MTV Video Awards, 2 People's Choice Awards, 6 Billboard Music Awards, 8 American Music Awards, 23 Boston Music Awards, and an Academy Award nomination for Best Song. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
From Armageddon, the movie there from '97.
Right. That was the first time I heard Aerosmith, and I loved that song for like 2 years, which is a long time for me to love a song.
Wow.
October 2014 saw the release of Perry's first book, Rocks My Life and Out of Aerosmith, which debuted on the New York Times bestseller list at number 8. Throughout the book, Perry reflected on his career with Aerosmith and his life as a musician, husband, and father. Oh, that's it.
Oh, wow. That's interesting there. Now, the thing I want to ask right now is, did Aerosmith work things out with their drummer, Joey Kramer? because for a while, Joey Kramer was kind of like out. He was kind of like pushed out of the group there. There was a one video I saw of Joey Kramer getting out of a car, heading towards rehearsal, and he was told by the two security guards that he was not allowed in. And Kramer was just as shocked, but he said, like, oh, you're doing your job. Gotta let you do that there. He just walked away. And the comments on that video was unanimously pro Kramer. And for Aerosmith to do that, that just ain't right. He's been with the band since the very beginning. Now there's a lot of reports saying he's unable to play drums no more because of health reasons for this and that. And we don't. Did they have? And they had somebody else, drumming in his place there. I want to know. Did they resolve the issues with Kramer? By chance, can you look that up for me, Keith?
Oh yeah, I'll look it up.
All right, I'll look it up as well, just as well. There, let me get my phone. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's do this. Okay, give me a couple of seconds here while I try to add Ark. Did Aerosmith resolve their issues with Joey Kramer?
Oh, okay. I have to type in Aerosmith.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. There.
and delete there.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. I forgot. I added a couple extra words at which I was not supposed to.
Aerosmith feud with drummer Joey Kramer.
Yes.
This was written January 23rd, 2020.
Now.
It's 3 years ago. Okay.
Yeah, I remember
The
hearing
drummer will not be performing at the Grammy after a long feud with the rest of the band. Just days before Aerosmith is set to perform for Grammys festivals again, a Massachusetts judge has ruled that drummer Joey Kramer will not be permitted to join the band for its live shows. The decision comes down after Kramer filed a suit against the band, alleging that Aerosmith was unfairly excluding him from rejoining the band following a recovery period for a minor injury early in 2019. Aerosmith is due to perform twice this weekend, once at the Music Cares Person of the Year Gala this Friday, where the band will be bestowed with the honor. Then on Sunday, the band is set to perform at the televised Grammy ceremony. Kramer will not be joining the band after the judge's ruling of the lawsuit that Kramer filed last Friday. The controversy around the decision goes back more than just a couple of days. You want me to keep reading?
Well, let me also add this before you do so. According to the band, excuse me, there. My bad for that. His bandmates agreed that he didn't.
That some good shit?
What
No,
up?
I'm just kidding.
No.
Is that some good shit?
Oh gosh. Anyways, whatever. His bandmates agreed that he did not have enough energy to proceed with the band at that time, and there was no time for necessary rehearsals during Grammys week. Being refused to perform at the Grammys led to Kramer filing the lawsuit against his bandmates, which he did not win. And I guess John Douglas, who is a drum tech for Kramer, he'll be filling in on drums, I guess, if they decide to play once more or do a tour. And that was in last year there. Go ahead there, Keith.
Okay, I scrolled down to a better part of the article.
Okay there, let's hear it.
What has happened since? Aerosmith's story about what happened doesn't exactly match up with Kramer's memory of the events. When the third and fourth stints of Aerosmith's legacy kicked off in the fall of 2019, TMZ reported that Kramer was not allowed to rejoin the band, even though he was allegedly back in shape to perform. Instead, the drummer alleges that he was asked to re-audition for the band, which he rebuffed for months. Eventually, Kramer ended up in the hospital in November, citing stress from the ordeal as a cause in the lawsuit. All right.
Go ahead.
Keith.
What's up?
Keith,
Oh,
can I?
Yeah, I thought someone was calling me, but they were calling someone else.
Keith,
It's
hello.
hello.
Hello?
Keith, what's your favorite song from Aerosmith?
I don't. Ragdoll.
You don't
Mm.
like the one that that basically Aerosmith did bring rap into the mainstream. With,
Yeah, I think 1985. Right.
86. When they
Okay.
collaborated with Run DMC to redo Walk This Way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You know,
No.
I've never looked that song up on YouTube.
Oh,
I've
look it
heard.
up there. Look it up, dude, there. Look it up.
Okay.
It was a
Yeah.
big
I.
hit.
that's the first
Wow.
rap song, Dr. Brown.
Well, actually,
God.
wait. Now you consider it the first rap and rock song.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a year before that, and I think I remember mentioning this. If not, I'll mention it here. Anthrax guest appeared on an album by UFTO called Lethal.
Or Lethal Penis,
No,
yeah.
Lethal. I think it was called Lethal. That's about it there. And that was back in
Keith, look that
1985.
up real quick. Lethal Penis.
No, Lethal Penis. That's a name. That's a name for a fucking porn star, dude.
No, I'm saying, look, no, on a serious note, look up Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Remember
Hmm.
that Anthrax song that Brown's talking about? I believe it was in the soundtrack. Keith, can you look that up?
Oh yeah.
Tony
Uh,
Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Anthrax
Hmm.
2.
Anthrax. Actually,
Tony. I should have put soundtrack right.
no, it was in the soundtrack.
You remember that, too, Brown?
Should I put Tony Hawk's Anthrax 2 soundtrack?
Huh?
No. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2,
Mm.
the second one, basically, that Anthrax song was on the soundtrack, the rap one, kind of. It was like a whoa,
um, let's see. Yeah, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is a skateboarding video game developed by Neversoft and published by Activision. It is the second installment in the Tony Hawk series of sports games and was released for the PlayStation in 2000, with subsequent ports to Microsoft Windows, Game Boy Color, and Dreamcast the same year. In 2001, the game was ported to the Mac OS, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, and Xbox as part of the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. The game was later ported to Windows Mobile and Windows Phone devices in 2006 and to iOS devices in 2010. Uh, Release. Oh, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game uses the same game engine as its predecessor while improving the graphics and gameplay, most notably with the introduction of manuals and cash rewards. The game takes place in a three-dimensional urban environment permitted by the an ambience of punk rock and hip hop music. The player takes control of a variety of skateboarders and either performs skateboarding tricks or collects certain
now, hold on. Did you give a list of who's on the soundtrack?
Yeah, okay, let me go back to Google and put in soundtrack. I subculture styles of bonds. Like styles of bonds is the song, right? Anyway, subculture, heavy metal winner, evil eye, 5 lessons learned. Wait, no, I'm reading the songs. Let me read the. Okay, let me start over. Styles of Beyond. Fuck, I pushed the
Now
back button.
look for the Anthrax one.
Oh, okay. Anthrax and Public Enemy, Bring the Noise, featuring Chuck D. Hmm.
Yeah, Brown. Is that you remember that song? Bring the Noise. Dr. Butthole, are you there?
It's like
Dr. Butthole, hello.
it's like this, but you can't see the arrows to find out where it's going here.
That's actually a strange thing.
I know.
Keith, okay, so
Hey, little pooch.
You remember that song though?
Nah, I don't remember it. Never heard it. Um, Let me see if I heard it. I haven't heard of any of these songs.
What? Some messy fingers from the eating.
Let me see what the release date was on this soundtrack.
Hey, little pooch.
I
I'm here.
think
I'm
it's
back, guys. Had to take care of something here
Yo,
on my
Brown,
computer.
do
Yeah,
you remember that song, Anthrax, and what was it called, Keith?
it's called Lethal.
Ah, the other one.
um, it's called
Lethal from the song by UTFO featuring
Oh,
Anthrax.
no. It's called Anthrax and Public Enemy. Um, Bring the
Bring the
Noise.
noise. Yeah, that was back in
yeah,
1990 there.
yeah. And we have Arknolia here. How you doing?
There's a.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, we missed you, dude. We were trying to get a hold of you earlier there. Everything okay, dude?
Really? It didn't ring here.
Oh,
It was probably wasn't activated yet, I guess.
Oh, that's possible, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true there. What's going on, man? Everything good?
Yeah.
All right there, sweet. And we just got done reporting some of the music news on the Joe Perry project going on 6 states there.
yeah. And okay, let me wait.
And we also we're talking about Madonna and how she looks like one of the Muppets there with the plastic surgery she had. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about there, Ark.
Yeah.
And she does not. I'm sorry, but you know. And you also mentioned Priscilla Presley. She kind of, when you see her now, she looks like kind of like has Joker's grin. Anyways, okay. So, are we ready to continue part 5 of the 1970s there, guys?
I am.
I'm ready
hear
too.
Keith.
I'm ready too. You ready, Keith, as well? YR?
Oh no, they're gone.
No, they're still here. I think YR. I think they're I don't know what the heck they're doing there, but I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, not unfortunately, I like this group. The Four Tops is the first one on the list.
From the 1970s. Oh wow, they did put. Remember, a lot of Motown artists did put out albums in the 70s there after the 60s. Stevie Wonder,
Right.
Diana Ross. I guess the Supremes without Diana Ross.
Yeah. I can't tell you any of the hits from the 70s.
That the Four
I know
Tops
the
had.
60s one.
Yeah.
Sugar Pie Honey Bunch, whatever the title was. And Bernadette.
Yep. Of course, we know. No, that's the Temptations. I was going to go there. I think. Oh yeah, same old song. It's the same
Right.
old song. That was one of their big 60s hits there. But I'm not too sure about any 70s hits that they had there. If there is, feel free to let me know in the chat here.
Okay, next one I got on my list is 10 Years After.
Alvin Lee and the boys there.
Started in the late 60s, but they did have some 70s releases. I think it's based in time with I'd Love to Change the World was a 70s release.
Great song from them. I think it was one of the very few songs at that time to have some sort of a vocal effect on his vocals there. And I'm not too sure what effect that is called, but he's kind of like make it sound a little bit underwater, if you want to call it that way. But I know they use that on guitars, pianos, and a couple other things as well there. But it is a good song there.
Yeah, they had, I think 5 albums before that. And a lot of them in the 60s, but I think a few floated into the 70s.
All
I think
right.
Cricklewood Green came in the 70s. And I think the name of it was Shh. I think
I remember. Yeah, that was the odd cover with the don't know who that person was. It was like a psychedelic, like background there. Not really background, but it's like a red background, bright red background, and it looks like a multiple
Yep.
shots of the same guy through this whatever it is, photo effector, what is it called, that they often use on 60s horror movies, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that one came out late 60s or the 70s. I don't remember which.
Ah,
And next one I have on my list is Cheap Trick.
yeah, I think we did mention we gave him a little bit of a nod right now there. We know their songs like "Hello Kids" or "Kitties" or of course
Gonna Raise
"Surrender."
Hell.
Go Raise Hell. That was from Dream Police. I had that album there because
Dream Police is a great album.
it
Dream
is.
Police is a great song.
Yeah, it is a good song there.
Voices.
Absolutely. You know, and speaking of which, we were discussing how Joey Kramer was being, excluded out of Aerosmith. Cheap Trick had did the same thing for their drummer, Bun E. Carlos.
Yeah, and it's funny because he was, well, one, he was pretty good, and two, he fit the vibe of the group.
Yeah, exactly. He gave the group its rhythmic edge there when you think about it there. He was a very good drummer. And it's like not many bands out there have two good-looking guys with the long hair and stuff, and yet have a lead guitarist who looks like the nose-picking nerd out there with the sweaters and such there, or a drummer who looked like
An accountant.
an accountant, or Peter Griffin from Family Guy there. Maybe that's where they got the character look for Peter Griffin from the drummer from Cheap Trick, when you think about it.
Possible.
I'm gonna look up the drummer from Cheap Trick now.
Yeah, Bun E. Carlos. That is his name.
Okay.
All right.
Next one I got is another drummer. You've perhaps heard of him, Ringo Starr.
Oh, yeah. All the Beatles, after they broke up, they all went and had solo careers and such. Now, Starr also had a kind of like a short movie career just as well there. He starred in a movie called The Magic Christian with the late Raquel Welch. And some of the songs featured on the soundtrack were by a group that was almost considered the second Beatles, Badfinger. In fact, the song Come and Get It, written by Paul McCartney, that became a big hit from that movie there.
Next one I got, guy by the name of Todd Rundgren.
Oh, yeah, we know this guy left and right. His songs like, I saw the light, I see the light in your eyes, think of me. Those are big hits from him for his solo career there.
Hello.
Yep. Hello.
It's me.
It's me. Yep. That's
Which
the name
actually, it's funny, that's a remake of a song he did with the group. Well, he
The
wrote the
Nas.
song, but he, yeah.
Yep.
But I like the Nas version better.
I gotta check that
me.
out sometime there. You
Joe
guys.
Cocker.
Oh yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
By the way, is your nose stuffy at the moment there? Do you have a cold?
Yeah.
I see there. Got tissue paper and lots of fluids with you, dude?
Fluids, yes. Tissue paper, not handy.
Okay, I see there.
And I'm not going to get up and go get it now.
All right, dear. I know what it's like, because I had a cold not too long ago because I spent most of that time in a meat cooler. But but then again, it was the same thing when you work in the cooler for the dairy there, like, as I did back in Texas. So that's understandable.
But not the dairy where they milk cows, because I did that for 4 years.
Ah, I see there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Fun stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what artificial insemination is?
I heard about that. Yes, that's what lesbian. That's what they do for
Lesbians.
lesbians or women who are unable to get pregnant.
Or cows?
Or cows who are unable to get pregnant or they get produce
Well,
milk.
they can, but it saves having a bull in the ranch. Anyway, I have a degree in that.
Oh wow.
I've actually performed to that
Oh.
What?
for 3 or 4 years.
Oh wow.
Fun stuff.
So you grab the cows or it's like Something like that. While milk be squirting out.
So is that a pill that women take to have?
Well, I don't know about women, but in a cow, you put a huge glove on your arm all the way up to the shoulder.
Wow.
Well, I'm talking about artificial insemination.
I know, and so am I.
Oh my gosh.
And you have a tube that's relatively long that you fill up with the bull stuff. Then you go up to the back end of the cow. Let me finish. And then you stick your hand up the rectum about way past the elbow, semi into the shoulder, because you got to feel for the stuff. And then the other part, and we know what the other part is, you take that tube and stick it in there, and you find where it needs to go. Then you squirt it in there, and you're done, hopefully.
I got oh my God.
Human Dr. Brown.
I will never complain about my job again, is all I got to say.
Ooh, okay, I'll take that as a boy.
You're brave enough to do such a thing, man. I swear.
Yeah,
I give more credit to you, Mark.
But Ark, you probably did get paid pretty good on that too, so it's probably worth it, right?
Well, the dairy I owned half of it.
Yeah.
But it was a good way to get the better bulls, you might say.
Mm-hmm.
That would match the cows. So you'd have outstanding babies.
And then they turn produce good ass milk.
And you didn't have to fool with the bull.
Let's see there. Let's see now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but how'd you get the semen from the bull though? Someone else's job?
It was brought in. You ever messed with liquid nitrogen? Fun stuff.
Oh.
It was frozen, and you thawed it. And
You spray it in the nightclubs to keep the people cool because they get hot from dancing and all that beer.
Liquid nitrogen?
How much music is too much music?
Oh, I hear.
Wow!
Jacob RP
Now,
is here.
On live later tonight?
Yeah, for sure today.
Well,
yeah. Hell yeah. You ready?
Okay, back to the other list.
Okay,
Alright.
good.
Joe Cocker.
Oh yeah, we know him the left and right.
He got his big fame thing doing with a little help from my friends at Woodstock.
Mm-hmm, yep.
I thought you were gonna say Big Cocker.
We never know. He probably had one.
Well, RP,
Yeah,
hurry
but
up
I
and plug
didn't
your show
check
and
it,
leave,
so.
please.
YR what? YR?
Mm-hmm.
Hurry up and plug your show and leave. Are you going to have Extreme Shaft on tonight?
Nah, I'm good. He's blocked.
What?
You're missing out on good content.
For what?
Y'all
I
both
don't
have
even-
something in common. Y'all don't like Dave Rose. Why don't y'all like...
What? That's a lie. He's in his chat all the time.
Yeah, but he doesn't like him.
And he's wrenched there.
Because that's all you talk about is Dave, so...
And he's like one of those older guys who like...
All right,
Like-
well, this is a drama show, so goodbye, Keith.
No, we're not doing drama. I'm not
Keith,
doing
come
drama.
here, please.
I'm here for the music.
Okay,
Is here
then
for-
we'll move on.
Okay, let's do it.
Move on, please.
Humble Pie.
Oh yeah, we know those guys. Yep, Peter Frampton was in this band. The late Steve Marriott. We know songs like "A Fool for a Pretty Face." Of course, what was it called? "Smokin'." That's one of their tracks. Of course, I Don't Need No Doctor.
What
We know-
year are they from?
They're from the
70s.
70s. Yes.
Well, they started maybe late 60s, but mostly 70s. They
Yep.
they produced one of the
70s, right? That's
Yes.
70s.
Yes. Correct.
they
Okay.
did one of the first good live albums, Humble Pie, Rockin' the Fillmore.
Yep. Look it up, Jacob. Look up especially "I Don't Need No Doctor."
I don't need no doctor. Got
Yep.
it.
Humble Pie.
Yeah, Steve Marriott had one of the great rock voices. He was good.
hmm And of course, that song with Wasp, the metal band from L.A., they later covered that song on one of their later albums. And
Yeah.
it pretty much just sounded just as good as the Humble Pie version.
Ooh, that's hard to do.
I know.
Okay.
I know first. I know this a little bit off well, we were talking about kind of before with rock rap, but I know the first rap song ever created. Sugar Hill Gang Rappers Delight.
Oh, we know that like the back of our hands.
Oh,
And that, by the way, that came out in 1979. So it does
yeah,
kind of fit in the 70s category there.
nice.
Okay, next one I got is Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Yeah. They started
They had
in
a
the 70s.
string of stuff.
Yep. American Girl, Breakdown, Damn the Torpedoes, that album, Refugee, Here Comes My Girl. And they found, and even if I got more success throughout the 80s and 90s when you look at it there, they had a long lasting career up until Petty's death in 2017.
Yeah.
That surprised everybody because, nobody expect that coming there. Well, we heard that he had some sort of a heart attack issue there, and people thought that he was going to recover from it, but unfortunately he never did. In fact, Fleetwood Mac's last tour of 2019 featured Mike Campbell from the Heartbreakers as one of their co-guitarists, and Stevie Nicks, they did a little tribute to Tom covering his song Free Fallin' with Stevie on vocals. And let's not forget Stevie and Tom collaborated twice. And we know one of the songs that made it big, Stop Dragging My Heart Around from 1981. Yep. Big hit on the radio and MTV back that time there.
Okay, next group I got is the second name change for Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship.
Yeah. And credit to them. They put out some pretty good stuff there. My personal favorite from them was a song called Light the Sky on Fire. That was featured. You remember the Star Wars Holiday Special from 1978?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it just wasn't up for when you think about it. It was cheesy as fuck. But you know what? They had Art Carney. They had other guest celebrities in there. But they had an appearance from the Jefferson Starship doing that particular song. And I still enjoy that song today. That was probably one of Marty Ballin's best songs that he wrote for the group there. Let's not forget other songs like A Count on Me. And, of course, the classic Miracles, which became this massive hit that was played on a lot of soft rock stations.
And if anybody wants to listen to it, you got to listen to the album version. It's about 6 minutes.
Yep, yeah. Absolutely there. Well, they usually play the 6-minute version a lot of times when I'm ever hearing on radio.
There is a cut version out there.
Oh, yeah. No surprise. Probably for the 45 version, that's for sure there. They had to edit that down there for the length of time of the limited amount of vinyl for the 45 singles.
Well, they somehow got a 7-minute version of Hey Jude on a single.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, that's one of those rarities you never expect. I was wondering if they ever did that with Fleetwood Mac's All Well Parts 1 and 2, because that whole version...
Keith,
Yeah.
look up Humble Pie.
Humble,
Okay.
yeah. Having trouble, RP?
How many members were in the band?
It was usually a 4-piece.
Yeah, real quick, RP, you'll know about this.
Mm-hmm.
What's the deal with his current news kind of thing? What's the deal with Selena Gomez and Kylie Jenner? They're having like this eyebrow drama.
I don't really know who these people are, but
And we don't care. Well, we know who they are, how they are, but they're all socialites.
Well,
I'm gonna
okay,
send it
Selena
to you.
Gomez is from the Disney Channel, and Kendall Jenner's from the Kardashian family.
Look,
Oh, I wasn't informed on any eyebrow drama.
I mean,
I don't really.
Yeah, but
I'm not
then,
really
but
into
then
this.
again, knowing the Kardashians, there's going to be drama left and
Well, hold
right
on,
with that
really,
family.
Can you read the Keith? Can you read that title?
I'm
Did
not
you send
really
it?
in the business of reviewing or refereeing eyebrow fights, so I can't tell you, bro. But Kendall Jenner, she's a hottie. She is a hottie.
Yeah, true there.
All right, Maniax.com. Selena Gomez ditching social media over Kylie Jenner eyebrow drama. I'm too old for this. Selena Gomez isn't here for all the internet jobs being thrown by her fans and Kylie Jenner, so she's getting off social media, aimed all the heat over Kylie, her, and their eyebrows. Now, I just go ahead, RP. Go ahead, RP.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not really in the business of refereeing eyebrow drama, so
Nah,
I
you're in the
can't.
business of eyebrows, so it's like, come on.
No, I don't do my eyebrows actually anymore. I just go to the barbershop, get my hair cut, and walk away. That's about it.
All right.
I don't. I don't draw my eyebrows on. That's different. Like these girls probably draw their eyebrows on. That's weird. That's
Yeah, and I've seen some of them. It's like,
I
holy
can't date a
cow,
girl
are
who
you an
has to.
alien?
I can't date a girl who has to draw her eyebrows on. I just can't.
You know what?
Why are you
You'll
want me
be
to
cool.
pull up that whole
You would be
article or
cool.
no?
You would be
No.
cool. You would be cool if you were to get her drunk and have her draw her eyebrows and see the results.
Yeah, if your girl has to draw her eyebrows on, that's issues there.
Gone right there. Yes, exactly.
But yeah, there's nothing wrong with going to the barbershop and getting your eyebrows cleaned up, because men do grow a lot of hair,
Yeah.
and women do love hair, but they like groomed hair, and
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, Keith, humble pie.
Yeah. Humble pie.
You
I
mean
guess.
Google or YouTube?
Are they still touring, or it's over for that band?
Oh, let's find out. What up? Let me.
Well, if they are, there's very few of the original members left. Steve
Okay,
Marriott
there.
died. Peter Frampton solo.
Yep. Let's see here. And also, let me
Um,
look it up right now on the Wikipedia. They are a British rock band formed by guitarist and singer Steve Marriott in Essex, England in 1969. They are known as one of the first supergroups of the 1960s and found success with Black Coffee, 30 Days in the Hole, another great from them, I Don't Need No Doctor, Hot and Nasty, Natural Born Bugle. The original lineup featured Marriott, Peter Frampton, Greg Riley, and drummer Jerry
artist.
Shirley. And
I can't find their touring. Well, I found fake websites. Events. They're going to be in St. Charles, Illinois on November 23rd.
Yeah, so it's basically a Jerry Shirley's humble pie. That's what it was from 88 to 2000 there. Now, former members, let's see here. 2000 to 2003, former members reformed, Back on Track album, and a memorial concert for Steve Marriott.
Jacob, they're not touring. They're not doing any shows.
And the current members right now is, of course, Jerry Shirley, who I mentioned, Glenn Clemson, it's Zoot Money, Johnny Warman, Nigel Harrison, and Dave Walker on vocals. Now, Dave Walker is, well, I guess he was Sad Boy Brown, right? I guess?
I don't know. I think Kim Simmons did most of the vocals, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, but I remember hearing that name, Dave Walker. He was briefly a singer for Black Sabbath when Ozzy first left the group in '76, but he came back, and for a while there. So they did record a couple demos with Sabbath recorded some demos with Dave Walker. I guess are available on YouTube at the moment or on various bootlegs CDs out there.
What?
And that's it.
Oh, okay.
Before I go, that's it.
No. Go ahead.
Okay, next guy I got on my list is the man from Detroit, Ed Nugent.
Oh yeah, the Motor City Madman. We know his songs, Wang Dang, Sweet Poon Tang,
Stranglehold.
Stranglehold. That was a
Remember
big favorite.
that, Live Double Gonzo?
Yep,
Oh yeah, great album.
yep. Great version of Baby Please Don't Go on included on that album, including a great version of The Great White Buffalo.
In Hibernation.
And there's this one moment where he, in between songs, where he says, "Does anybody want to get mellow? Does anybody want to get mellow? If you want us to get mellow, you can turn around and get the fuck out of here." And everybody just cheered.
Watch that language, man. Watch that language.
Why are? Can you go
Yeah.
live right now with your chat?
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's
What's
all
wrong, Brown
that.
Chad? What's wrong with Brown?
Well, he does say it. I'm just
Uh,
repeating what he said, dude.
no, I'm
I
looking
know,
for
but
who shows up in your
we're trying to
chat.
be a family show.
This is a family-friendly program.
Okay. No, I'm looking for someone who usually shows up in your chat.
Who?
Any curse words will not be tolerated, Dr. Brown.
Alright, fine. Okay.
Thank you.
We speak the clean stuff around here.
Okay. Alright.
You fucking asshole, Brown. All right, go ahead.
Well, that caught me by surprise. That was good.
Oh gosh. Alright there. So what's next, Ark?
Edgar Winter in the Edgar Winter group.
Oh yeah. We know that
If you ever want to see a bizarre video, go and watch the live version of Frankenstein. Whoa.
Was this from the Midnight Special, the TV show where he assisted on some of the percussion parts during of that song?
Well, he did, but I don't think that was on Midnight Special, the one
but
I'm talking about.
But it was the live performance version, right?
Yeah.
I see. I think I remember seeing that years ago there. I know the band was on.
Beats the heck out of his keyboard.
Yeah, and he
Plays
had
sax.
Yep, he did that, and he had one of those interesting keyboards, which it was wrapped around. It basically it was like a form of you hang around your shoulder like it did with a guitar there.
Right.
Yeah, and I guess that was unique at that time there. Now years later on, they would come up with a keyboard that was quite similar to a guitar there. I remember a lady named Laura Ruby from the Oriental Spas, based out of Novi, Michigan. She had one of those originally when I first started seeing them.
Yeah, and they also did Free Ride.
Yep.
They do something like a 17-minute version of Tobacco Road on their Roadwork album that's really good.
Uh-huh.
Because Edgar Winter did some stuff with his voice that's kind of like, whoa, how do you do that?
Yeah. And I guess he came out with his version of Mission Earth maybe a few years back, I guess in the 90s or 80s there, based on the L. Ron Hubbard book series there, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I know Johnny Winter's gone. I don't know about Edgar Winter if he's gone or not. I think he is, though.
I think he may be still around. Let me look it up there.
I know they were brothers, but they weren't twins, were they? They were both albino.
I'm sure, that's for sure there. He is still alive. He is an American musician. He is a multi-instrumentalist, playing keyboards, guitar, saxophone, percussion, as well as singing. His success peaked in the 1970s with his band, the Edgar Winter Group, with songs like Frankenstein, Free Ride, blah, blah, blah. And he's 76 years old, and he's from Beaumont, Texas.
Yeah. I knew they were from Texas, but I didn't know exactly where.
Yep, and I kind of figured they were. I know Johnny was definitely from Texas, so they're both from Texas. Yay! And they're both.
Okay.
And their landmark album was '72's "They Only Come Out at Night."
Not at night. Yeah, that was when Frankenstein was on.
And Free Ride as well. There, I had that in my collection at one point there.
Good album. A lot of good songs on it.
And they also had a thing called Edgar Winter's White Trash, I guess it was called.
Yeah.
Ah. All right.
That was before the Edgar Winter Group.
Yep.
All right, take it easy.
All right.
Okay, next group I got is a band called Sweet.
Wait a minute. Before we go any further, we should point out that one of the members of the Edgar Winter Group was a guy named Dan Hartman, who years in the 80s had a hit of his own called I Can Dream About You that was in the movie Streets of Fire. That was a massive hit throughout that period. I guess it was 85 when that song came out. Definitely look it up, Keith and Jacob. Okay, all right. So, all right.
Keith, look that up.
Yeah.
All right. Did you say Aliens of Fire?
No, it's called I Can Dream About You by Dan Hartman.
Okay.
Well, Rick Derringer played with Edgar Winter for a while, too. Well,
Yes,
in the group. That sounded weird.
And Rick Derringer,
Keith,
later on.
Keith, look up I Dream of Drama.
Come on.
Oh, dude.
Hey, Hey,
I
we're getting
Dream
off
of
track here.
You by Dave Harmon. You want me to look it up now, Doctor
Yeah,
Earl?
yes, look it up
Okay.
and listen. Good
All right.
song. Very good song there.
But not now. Just have it ready.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, next group I got here is Sweet. Fox on the Run.
Desolation Boulevard, Sweet F and A, Ballroom Blitz. You know, that album, I heard so many compliments, so many high praise for that record that came out. It was like one of the big albums of their
It
career.
was. Yeah. And they also had one called,
Little
I don't
Willie.
remember.
Little Willie.
Well, yeah. And
That was another
Blockbuster.
good song. Yep. Everybody wants a piece of the action. Love It's Like Oxygen. That was another hit for them years later down.
NCC.
No, that was Sweet. Your love is like oxygen. That was Sweet, definitely.
No.
You see me on cam?
Keith, come on.
Okay.
They also had one called Disco Phony,
Oh yeah, I
which
remember.
basically is can't stand that disco music.
I remember hearing that in the
Pain in
commercial.
my head.
I remember hearing that. I remember hearing the advertisement for the album that song was included on. It was called "A Cut Above the Rest," and that was in 1979.
Yeah, they kind of let their feelings be known about disco music.
Yeah, they were a hard band. I mean, I was fortunate enough to see them semi-reunite in 1990 when Mick Tucker and Andy Scott reformed the band with a new singer and a new bass player. Steve Priest was nowhere to be found at that time, and Brian Conley, their frontman, he was in the Australian hospital during that period there, and it was a pretty damn good show. Place was almost packed, damn good show. And also, let's not forget the song AC/DC from that same record, Desolation Boulevard, which was about a guy with a girlfriend who often goes out with other girls at times.
Yo, of course, on the one shot, they got one year to spot.
Stop!
Hey,
Keith. I'm meeting you, dude.
settle down.
Bro, come on, man. We were talking about rap in this episode.
I'm just kidding.
Okay,
Nick?
so, go ahead.
Next group I got is one by the name of a name from a Charles Dickens novel by a heap.
Oh my goodness. Much credit to them. They come out with some good albums there. Salisbury, Sweet Freedom, my personal favorite from them. The first album, very heavy, very humble. Which, by the way,
Magician's Birthday.
yep. And of course, Demons and Wizards. Now, look up the cover for Very Heavy, Very Humble, Keith, if you would,
Okay. Very heavy, very humble.
by Uriah Heep, the album cover.
Very fetus, very humble.
Very heavy, very humble.
And
Yep.
did another album called Look at Yourself that was good.
Yeah, that had that album, that original album pressing had like a little it's kind of like what kind of material it had. It was placed on the mirror, so you'll be able to see your reflection in it when you looked at the album cover there.
Yeah. And a great little acoustical song that actually got a little heavy as it went along was The Wizard from Demons and Wizards. Great little 2.5 minute song.
Now, did you find that album cover, Keith?
Keith, look up Dungeons and Dragons.
Nah, not Dungeons and Dragons. No. Wait.
Very-
I seen the album cover and I sent the screenshot. Oh my
the
god!
fuck?
This is where Tony got his thing from. Where he
Who?
no
To what?
someone put the screenshot.
What are you
of,
talking
like,
about, Keith?
It was Tony's whole family. Like, all right, let me get the screenshot up.
Of
in the
the
chat.
album cover?
Yeah.
Yeah. Send it to you. Right there. Or I could find it for you, but I'll
We're
put it on.
watching you, Keith. We're watching you.
Yeah.
Tony just had his he had this picture up because he was talking about Bozy and how well Bozy, or no, it was weed
Uriah
cutters.
Heep, very heavy, very humble.
Yeah, it's
So
still
back to the
sending.
drama. So what do you guys think about what Boldy did?
Oh, come on.
We'll save it
We're
for
not
later,
in
dude.
drama.
We'll save it for
Listen,
later,
Keith opened the
dude.
door. Keith
Save it for
opened
your
the door.
show, RP.
Well, we're closing it.
Keith opened the door.
We're gonna close it.
That's
Next.
RP's never married, never had kids,
Yeah.
and thinks she knows everything about life.
Now,
RP.
now, RP, look at that. Now, look at what we just Keith just said in the group chat here. What do you think when you see an album cover like that?
I don't know. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, creepy but cool in a lot of ways there.
Yeah, they had another one that a little later that was kind of like that, but I don't remember the name of the album. I think it was Abominable, but I could be wrong. Or
Abalamog.
Abomination.
No, Abalamog. That's the name of the album. That was in '82. Hideous album cover of that year. It was.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were into the little bit of advanced art, you might say.
Yeah, exactly. Now, some people may consider them, I did at one point, consider them the low-carb Black Sabbath, when you think about it there.
Yeah, they broke big with their live album.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Had a great version of Gypsy and July Morning on it.
Mm-hmm.
Next guy on my list is a guy by the name of Bill Withers.
Oh, yeah, we know his two songs, Lean on Me, Ain't No Sunshine.
It was more than two.
Yep.
Use Me.
Mm-hmm. What?
There were two or three others. Use Me.
Yeah, I see that.
And I don't know any of the others off the top of my head, but he had 5 or 6 pretty decent songs.
All right, I just only know those basically two there. Those are what they usually play, but let's not forget the song he did with that saxophone player, Grover Washington Jr., called Just the Two of Us. That was a big hit
Right.
Around 81, if I remember.
Yep. Next one I got.
They play that song at my work, and I don't know, I don't like it.
It's a good song.
Oh yeah, if they played the Will Smith version, it'd be better.
Oh,
The Will Smith one is better. I agree.
Just the Two of Us?
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
We can
Yeah,
make it if we try, just the two of
Right.
us.
Dr. O, he's talking about his son.
Hmm.
His young.
Oh, you're doxing Keith.
What?
Uh,
Dachshund?
No, there's no intent.
Next one on my list is someone by the name of Carly Simon.
Oh, who was briefly married
big
to
song.
James? Who was married to James Taylor for a while there?
And the song that everybody knows from her is You're So Vain, but there were other good ones. Anticipation.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I've always heard it should be.
Yep.
More. I
More.
can't think of any of them.
Let's
No,
see.
I can't think.
There was a song called Vengeance from '79. I remember seeing the video for when MTV first started out there. And that came out in 1979, as I mentioned. And of course, we cannot forget who sings backup along with on You're So Vain, Mr. Mick Jagger.
Yep. They've never really revealed who that song was about, but there's been a lot of speculation.
Well, there was a story, remember, it was about either some guy that she was singing or about some movie actor named, I think it may have been
Beatty.
Warren Beatty. That's what they said it was about.
And she kind of denied it. She didn't deny it, but she kind of, no, well, she kind of made it sound like,
It was
I'm not
about.
going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
That
So-
way, lots of people could think they were the subject.
Yeah, well, exactly. So basically, she did a smart thing by doing that because when people keep, that's how you keep the integrity about the song going. Let the people
Yeah.
figure out what the song's about, like they did with Hotel California or that Alanis Morissette song.
Yeah, Dr. Earl, do you think Yura is in the Illuminati?
Who?
I mean, from your heat, the picture you just sent, and then I
No,
sent the.
no, they did. I don't know who came up with that album cover, but when I saw it, I remember when I was a young teenager, I asked my mom to buy me Black Sabbath's Mob Rules album at a nearby Kmart. She was like, "Oh, that's a creepy looking cover," and I turned to the Uriah Heep album, which was nearby. It's like, "Well, what about that one, Ma?" My mom was like, when she saw that.
Dr. Earl, what state?
What again? What state? What do you mean? What state?
State of confusion. I don't know.
Either way.
Wow, that's a cool story. Like your mom's like, no, no, and then what about this? You could get that one. Yeah.
Oh, done. My mom would have wringed my neck if I were to choose that record that's just posted in the group chat.
Yeah, she said, you could get the first one.
Yeah, so that's why I won that argument. It's plain and simple.
RP if you want.
All right, let's continue, guys.
Next one is a group that Richie Blackmore formed when he left Deep Purple called Rainbow.
Rainbow. Yep, they had some good
Purple
songs there.
cock.
What?
Man on the Silver Mountain.
Kill the King. Long live rock and roll.
Jacob RP will be live in about 20 to 30 minutes. Jacob RP, do you have a problem with bringing Keith on, or?
You know my rule, where I don't do shows with Keith on my channel.
How about you try him for one time? If you don't like it, the fans don't like it, most importantly. But at least you tried and gave him a chance. You would want
It'll be it's gonna be a 3-man panel, me, you, and SC talking shit, reviewing stuff. But no, we're not gonna have Keith on. Sorry.
I'll be in the chat.
Yeah, in the chat. You're good there.
Okay,
You're good.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Next one I got is another little group that was big in the 70s, Nazareth.
Oh yeah, we know the main record from them, Hair of the Dog, still badass record to this very day. Miss Misery, Love Hurts on the U.S. version there, by the way. The UK version included a song by Randy Newman that they covered called Guilty in its place. And what it was, they decided, an American label, A&M, decided, hey, let's not only have Love Hurts as a single, but also on the album as well. Whereas in the UK, it was Love Hurts was a separate single from the album.
Yeah, and that was a great cover of an old Everly Brothers song that Roy Orbison also covered.
Yeah, everybody covered it, including Joan Jett and Cher as well there. In fact, Ann and Nancy Wilson, when he was on the show called Rockline, paid tribute to Kurt Cobain, who had just offed himself the week before with doing their version of that song.
Yeah.
All right.
Next one I got on my list is Joe Simon. If he's the one I think he is, he's the one that did Birds of a Feather, the original version of Hush.
I thought it was Joe South.
Joe South, that's okay.
There we go. There I was going to say, Joe Simon. And when you mentioned the song Hush, they're like, oh crap, I see what you're talking.
Dr. Earl, we don't correct Arknolia on this show. Okay, thank you.
That's okay. Okay, next one I got is Joe Walsh.
Oh yeah. James Gang, Eagles, solo career, you name it. You did lots of those, yeah. You always had a cool album.
Way.
Yep. Life's Been Good. That was another one of his big hits there. He always had he always had interesting album titles. But seriously, folks, there goes the neighborhood. You can't argue a sick mind.
Yeah, the smoker you drink, the player you get.
Yep.
Which is kind of like, what?
I know. There was like, what was the meaning of that particular title, that record?
What about Carlos Santana?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I mean, he came out smooth in 1999.
No,
We're
that
in
no, we're talking.
1970.
Yeah, we're just still in the 70s. He put out a lot of good records in the 70s
Yes, he
as well. In fact, the one I already mentioned,
Nah,
Moonflower,
but
look
like
that up.
what? Nah, but what Keith is saying is like when he came out with that song in the '90s with Rob Thomas, a Matchbox 20, like it really reinvigorated like Santana's catalog. People were listening to him more. Like he really
Yep.
got a new lease on his career, basically, because like a lot of that shit was really fell off. Like his career really fell off like after that Woodstock shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah, he
yeah.
released some good stuff, but
That-
he, well, it kind of depends because, he had, let's see, Abraxas. What was the album that followed Abraxas?
I'm not too sure. He had this collaboration with this female Alice something there that I listened to briefly. He had a collaboration with John Macklin from the Maniax
Dr. Earl.
Orchestra. Moonflower, as I mentioned. Inner Secrets with Open Invitation. Great song there.
Dr.
And
Earl.
you,
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Yeah.
How do you feel about Scott McKinnon?
Come on, guys.
That's all I got to say.
Okay. I don't remember which album it was that had Europe on it, but that is a great instrumental.
Yeah, that was it. I remember the live version from the Moonflower record that I mentioned a while ago there.
Then you had,
I know one of Carlos Santana's old songs. It goes como la vida.
Yeah,
Oye
yeah,
Como
that's.
Va.
Yeah.
That was actually a cover. I'm not too sure who did the original. It may have been back from the 30s or 40s there, but that is on the second record, Braxis.
Yeah. That is a good record. There's a lot of great songs on it.
Oh, let's not
Bullfrog.
forget.
Stop calling me Bullfrog.
Let's not also forget the third album with that awesome gatefold album cover out there that folds out. Santana 3 with No One to Depend On, Taboo, Everybody's
Some great songs
Everything.
on that.
Everything is Coming Our Way, which is a good song there from that record.
Keith, can you block Bullfrog from the chat, please? Thank you.
Wolfgang's trying to get. What's he doing here?
Go ahead and add him to the call, Keith.
If he wants to come on the call, if he's allowed to come on the call here.
Is there a rock band named Death Taco?
Yes.
The taco, or better yet, let's call it Death by Tacos.
Nah, you ruined it. You kind of laugh like Ballsy there a little bit.
What I may use that as my next techno set title.
Okay, next group I got, we mentioned a while ago, but we didn't really get into them. Badfinger.
Oh yeah, the second Beatles, as they were often praised as. Signed by the Beatles, recorded for their label, Apple Records. And we also mentioned one of their big hits, Come and Get It, written by Paul McCartney. They also had songs like...
Crimson Ship. Day
Feet
After
is
Day.
on. Feet is on my mind.
Okay.
Jacob. Also, let's not forget No Matter
What?
What, big hit
Baby
from them.
Blue.
Day After Day.
Well, I mentioned that, but yeah.
Oh yeah, there, my bad.
They had another great song called Perfection
And we call
that was on that same album.
And let's not
Was
forget
that
the
Straight
song.
Up?
I'm not too sure, but we cannot forget Without You, which was
Which
covered by
actually Harry Nilsson made a bigger hit.
Yeah, as well as Mariah Carey, ages later.
Ugh.
Even I
Never
know
mind.
exactly, but also Heart did their version on one of their earlier albums there. And sadly, what
Great
happened to
song.
that band? Because because of poor management, the band had to went through a lot of shit. In fact, resulted in two of their founding members committing suicide. Pete Ham and Tom Evans.
Yeah.
And I guess right now, one of their later members, Joey Holland, I guess he has Joey Holland's bad finger going on somewhere at for small clubs, I guess.
Hmm. Next one I got is 10cc.
Hmm.
I'm Not in Love.
Yep, and two of
Like-
the members from that band would later go on to become well-respected video music directors.
Cream and Godly.
Yep, exactly. And they had a couple albums of their own. The song "Cry" was a big hit around 1986 there.
You had Life as a Minestrone.
Get me,
Uh,
bro. Pick me up, bitch.
Worst Band in the World. Dreadlock Holiday.
Albums like "How Dare You," the original soundtrack.
Oh, How Dare You had a great song on it. What was it?
Gotta look that up.
Hard
there.
for Art's Sake.
What wire?
What's the you know, that dreadlock thing? What's it called? Dreadlock Holiday?
Yeah, Dreadlock Holiday.
Speaking of dreadlocks, so Keith, what about Jamaican rap?
Oh gosh.
No.
Oh,
No.
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 Keith,
No.
When was it
no,
created? Keith, when was
no,
it created? Jamaican
no.
rap?
Keith,
No.
can you take our three out of the
No.
call, please?
Bye.
Okay, next group I got on my list is Golden Earring.
We
Dutch
know.
band. I think they were Dutch band.
Yeah. And we know
The
the
big one was Radar Love.
Yeah, that was our big.
And of
big
course,
Twilight Zone, which came out in the early 80s, which, interesting story about that song. That was about a hitman who, after completing his task, finds that he cannot live with himself. He is like overthrown with such guilt for what he just did.
on the Moontan album
Mm-hmm.
is another great song. It's about 10 minutes long called Are You Receiving Me?
Ah,
Which is a good little song.
all right.
In Candy's Gone Bad.
Ah,
I think that's the name of it.
yeah. And I guess they had one of their album covers. I think it may have been Moontan. It's where a cover where a guy in the spacesuit is doing the do-si-do with a naked chick, I guess.
No, the Moontan cover I had was actually the side of a woman's head with a golden earring. Get it?
I see there. Golden earring.
Yeah, I had about 10 of their albums, but that one and the Twilight Zone one were the only ones that had hits.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never fooled with only hits.
All right.
Well, you're looking that up. The next group I got is basically, I guess, studio. I don't think they were ever a formal group.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Parsons Project.
Oh yeah, we know that. We know their albums left and right. Tales of Mystery Imagination, the iconic I, Robot, based on the that story by Isaac. What's his face again? I'm not too sure.
Asimov.
Asimov,
Isaac
yeah.
Rojas.
Asimov.
Isaac Asimov, about the future.
There was actually an episode of Twilight Zone that I think was titled I, Robot. And then there was an episode of The Outer Limits that was titled I, Robot, that were about robots.
Exactly, yeah. And of course, we cannot forget the Will Smith action movie, the same name as well there. I guess that came out in the 2000s there. I don't know if it was a big hit or not, but basically iRobot is considered one of the big albums from that project there. We cannot forget Turn of a Friendly Card, Eye in the Sky. We cannot forget this album cover for Eve. A lot of people were questioning the album cover because it has three women with these lace covering their faces there, and there was I suppose, I don't know if it was makeup or what it was, but it looked like bruises on the album cover there. And a lot of people are complaining, were these women beaten before they take that photo?
Oh, yeah. On Eye in the Sky, there's a song called Taurus that goes into Eye of the Sky.
Yep.
That if you've ever been to some sporting events, they use that as kind of an intro theme.
You know what I mean? Sirius. That's the name of the track.
Yeah.
Dr. Earl, were you talking about like women with like black eyes?
No,
Yes.
no, it's more like kind of like let me see if I can find it here. I'm looking on the give it a couple of minutes here. Blah blah blah. It takes a
Well,
while on the computer here. It's
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, if YR looks up Sirius by Alan Parsons Project and plays it, it's probably been played at some of the sporting events you've been to. Probably. I don't
Yeah.
know that. I think there was a basketball team that uses it as their theme. The
Yep.
Texas Rangers used it as their theme when the team took the field.
Yep. And also, let's not forget when JB Sports Radio would have their Dummy World Series, they would begin with the same intro.
JB, I've heard of him.
Yes, we miss him very dearly. Well, I miss his stuff there on his channel there. It's sad that he departed the way he did. He could have left all that stuff on his channel there for us to check out and relive memories.
Yeah, I think he took everything down, didn't he?
He did, yes. The only thing, he does have a couple other channels there where he left up the Dummy Saga, the Spooktacular from Halloween, the Christmas Special as well there. Those are the only ones remaining on those other channels.
He might have forgot like a lot of the emails and the passwords for those channels.
Oh. All right, then I'm going to put the cover from Eve on the...
Maybe that's why they're not deleted.
But still, he came up with some damn good episodes for his show there. Real good stuff there.
Yeah. I miss you, JB.
We all miss you, dude. Hope you're doing well, man. All right, so I put the cover of the album Eve on there. You look at the women's faces up there. They got like some of this like a makeup where it looks like they were bruised or something like that.
Yep.
That did cause a lot of controversy there.
Turnover Friendly Card had some good songs on it.
Yeah, Time was a big one there. And of course, you cannot forget Games People Played. That was a big hit as well there. Damn good song.
Yeah.
In fact, I guess the singer who sang on that song, don't know his name, he was featured on Solid Gold, the TV show, if I'm correct, yes.
Well, I know that on Tales of Mystery and Imagination, the song Telltale Heart was sung by Arthur Brown of The Crazy World of Arthur Brown.
Also, the song Limelight from Stereonomy back in 1985, that was done by Gary Brooker from Procol Harum. Procol Harum, my bad. Right there, just look up the album Eve right here because it's a fourth studio album by the Alan Parsons Project, as mentioned. The focus is on the strength and characteristics of women and the problems that they face in the world of men. It had been originally intended to focus on great women in history, but evolved to a wider concept. The album's name was the same as the mother-in-law. The first woman, yep, as well as the mother-in-law of member Eric Wolfson. It was also the first single with Chris Rainbow, and instrumental opened with the album called Lucifer.
Yeah, and No Damned If You Do was on there too, wasn't it?
I believe so, yes. Now, the gatefold cover for this album, produced by, of course, Hypnosis, which consisted of the late Storm Thorgerson and Aubrey Powell, the guys who did album covers for Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, a couple for Black Sabbath, 10cc. They were all over the. So they did a couple for Yes just as well there, the band Yes. They did album covers left and right and left there for this band in 1983. It features. The cover for this record features three women wearing veils two in the front and one on the reverse, with their faces partially in shadow. Now the shadows and veils partially conceal disfiguring scars and sores, which by the way were not real. And controversy over the disfiguring of the models' faces brought comment from Eric Wolfson. He said the cover seemed a mismatch to me. It was a brilliant cover from Hypnosis, but it didn't reflect my thinking at all or relate to what is making clear on the record.
I was trying to remember some of the songs on that album because that was a good album.
Yeah, well, I know. Let's go through a few. You lie down with dogs. I'd rather be a man. You won't be there.
Keith, what's
Wind
up
me
the
up.
album real quick, please?
Damned if I do. The one you
Why-
mentioned there.
Did you see me on cam for like the last 90 seconds?
See what?
Who knows?
Did you guys see me on cam for like the last 90 seconds?
We see you on cam right now, dude. Wearing those
Yeah.
glasses that you are.
Yeah, I was like doing like dances.
I wasn't paying attention. I was looking up shit here.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, why? What do you want me to look up?
Look up that album, that Dr. Ark, what was it again?
Eve by the Alan Parsons Project.
Okay, Parsons
Okay.
Project.
I gotta take a piss. I'll be back.
All right, let's see.
TV floating once again.
It says, you won't be there, winding me up, Secret Garden, if I could change your mind. You want me to go to images?
Yeah, because you need to see the album cover. That's what Earl's trying to
Alright,
show
yeah,
you.
I seen it. Like, Earl sent it like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I guess he forgot. I don't know.
Okay.
But Alan Parsons had some pretty good stuff. And I hope YR will play that serious song by Alan Parsons because he's probably going to recognize it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because it's intro themed to a lot of sports teams. There's a basketball team, I don't remember who, that uses it, but I know the Texas Rangers use it when their players hit the field. Or did, I don't know about now.
Here, what is it called?
Sirius, Sirius.
Let's see. By Alan Parsons Project?
Yeah. Pretty sure you recognize it. If you don't, I'll be surprised. You probably are here and go, oh, I didn't know the name of that song.
All right, let me drop off the call and I'll listen.
Well, he didn't have to drop off because I don't think anybody would have heard it. It's just you and me, Keith. It's just,
Okay, Art, I got you.
apparently it's just,
Hey, Art,
oh,
you hear me?
yeah, you back?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, everyone's heard of that. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's like that song that they play and when it's like it's a sports like hype. It's like a
Right.
hype song, you know.
Yeah. A lot of teams use it. It's that kind of song.
Oh,
I'm back.
you know what I had on it? Like that Low Uzi Vert. Well, I just want to rock.
Now,
What's up, T-Man?
this is, I will tell you that this is one of the things that I don't have to worry about on dialysis, is I quit urinating like 4 years ago and
Wow.
only occasionally urinate. Very seldom. It's really weird.
Yeah.
You know, you sit there and you go, hey, you know what? I don't have to pee.
Wow.
Yeah, but
So that's part of the
dialysis
dialysis project.
But isn't it
Well, what
dialysis?
they do is they
Go ahead.
Well, they take the blood out of your system, run it through a machine, The machine takes out all the things your kidneys were supposed to do. Take out all your toxins and fluids, and then dump back clean blood.
Wow.
That's kind of like what happens when you give away your platelets. They take the blood out of you, then they take the platelets out of you, then they put the blood back.
You know what? You remember?
Go ahead.
You may
Um,
remember
we
singer
remember.
and actress Vanity, one of the Prince proteges on the 80s. About the time when she quit the music scene and turned to God, became a pastor, she was on dialysis because she was doing at that time a lot of drugs during the whole
Well, it's not
80s.
always drugs. Because, like I said, I've never done drugs, I never drank, and I never smoked. But diabetes can cause kidney failure, and I had diabetes. It's under complete control now, actually.
Type 2?
I don't even take in. Yeah, I don't even do insulin anymore.
I've been type 1 since 1979.
Holy crap!
Do you drink diabetes?
Do I drink Do I do what?
I mean,
Not
Keith,
me.
do you have diabetes?
Yeah.
No.
hmm
Oh.
No, she's talking to me with Keith.
What? She's what?
Well, I guess on type 1 you don't do dialysis.
Yeah, just so when you feel the need to bleed your lizard, you go do it right away.
Yeah, you check your blood sugar all the time.
Absolutely, there. Yes.
Fun
sorry.
stuff, kids. Be careful.
Yep, that's absolutely there. Don't go overboard on the sugar sweets like I did, let alone the Mickey D's burgers. All right, so
Yeah.
shall we
Yeah.
continue? Shall we? Excuse me. Shall we continue, guys?
Yeah.
Good,
Either
good.
that or it's after 7 if you want to go ahead and.
After 5. I mean after 8. My bad.
Well, 7 for me.
Oh yeah,
At
that
any
because.
rate,
Mhm.
I guess we do a part 5 tomorrow because I still got a bunch of names.
Wait a minute. I
You know,
thought
we
you mean part
usually go
6. Actually, it's part 5 today. We gotta go to part 6.
Okay, part 6
we
on
usually go up to
Wednesday.
8:20.
Correct. But
Can you hear me?
loud and clear.
Oh yeah, usually we go up to 8:20.
Oh, well,
20 Eastern.
Well,
I thought you guys wanted to do
Oh.
that drama thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean
Cool.
that. I don't know.
you know.
Let's
I mean,
do it.
I'd rather do this, but
Well, let's continue another 20 minutes on the music.
Okay, there. Let's do that.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes.
Next name I got on my list. Next name I got on my list is a little guy from the Buffalo Springfield
Neil
and
Young.
Crosby, Stills and Nash. No,
And-
Stephen Stills.
Oh, my bad.
He had a pretty decent solo career, and he did a thing with Manassas. That was a 2-album set that was good.
Mm-hmm.
And he did another Manassas album down the road that was good. And then we know the song that he did, Love the One You're With.
Yeah, which Luther Vandross did a pretty damn good cover years on down the line.
Keith Reed Farber. Alright, that's in the chat.
I see, yes. What the heck, man? What, was you letting off, was you blowing in the wind there?
No. That's not me, that's
What the
Tommy.
hell was that we just heard?
That was YAR.
Then
Right.
we got the Average White Band. Get the cake.
And now you got to give it up for the logo that they had there. The W was in form of a girl's booty.
What the heck was that?
Wasn't me. Probably Keith.
No,
Drink
I said,
Hmm.
Oh, we were talking about the liquid sound.
Probably Keith.
Anyway.
Probably Keith drinking something there.
Next guy I got, Dave Mason, Had a pretty good solo career.
Only You and I Know there. What was the name of that? Was that the name of that one? It's like, so that's, what's it called? Son of a Gun? It was covered by a country singer years on throughout the early 2000s, but it was,
There ain't no good guy. There ain't no bad guy.
that's it. That's what it
There's
is.
only you and me, and we just disagree. That's
What
it.
is the,
We
what is
just,
the name of that song? I've been trying to look that
I
up.
just told you.
Oh,
We
just
just
you.
disagree.
We just disagree. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much. I thought it was something else there. I was like, son of a name goat.
And
me.
let's see what he did. Another song called Seasons that was good.
Mm-hmm.
I ought to look him up because he had quite a few. I just can't think of them.
Ah.
He did Only You Know and I Know, but Delaney and Bonnie had a hit with it.
Mm-hmm. I see there. And let's not forget, he wrote the song "Feeling Alright," which was done by Traffic, and later by Joe Cocker, and later by the band I mentioned earlier from Novi, Michigan, Oriental Spas. If you ever find it somewhere, you ever
And
listen to it.
Grand Funk did a version of it.
Oh yeah, no surprise. That was a big deal. That song was.
Yeah, it was kind of in the theme of what they were trying to do, I suppose.
Yeah.
Feeling all right, not feeling so good myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting that song
Let's
there.
see.
You know. So I'll bet you right. I'll bet you Dave Mason's account is filled with royalty money for composing and that song with all the covers that went along with it there.
Yep. Let's see, did Shouldn't Have Took More Than You Gave, which is a good song. Sad as Deep as You. Look at You, Look at Me. I'm in his discography.
It's like you never
Which is
left.
interesting. Which is interesting because his albums were released from 1970 pretty much up. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Pearly Queen, which actually is a song that Traffic did.
Mm-hmm.
Just a Song.
That one album called, what's it called? Alone Together, if I'm correct, it's called, where he is wearing that top hat. It's like an interesting album cover there when you first look at it there.
Yeah. In the album, It's Like You Never Left.
Yeah, I just mentioned that one. That's interesting. Where's two versions of him on the front cover there.
Yeah. The Lonely One. That is a great song.
Hmm.
I think Stevie Wonder played the harmonica on it.
I would not be surprised.
This is
'cause-
actually it.
Well, Stevie Wonder's been his harmonica playing's been on other tracks, like one for the Rhythmics, Elton John's song. I guess that's why they called it the blues. That was featured on that song there.
Yeah. Then off of Let It Flow,
Mm-hmm.
So High, Rock Me Baby, and Roll Me Away.
Ah,
And We Just Disagree, which I mentioned a minute ago.
yeah.
Mystic Traveler, good song. Let It Go, Let It Flow. Seasons, that's a good song too.
Yep.
Yeah, he did quite a few pretty decent songs.
And also, here's a little trivia. He was involved with the 1994 version of Fleetwood Mac. It was a different lineup for
Yeah.
that period, and it didn't. They released this one record, and it just didn't cut the cheese. Needless
do
to say,
anything.
Mhm.
It didn't do anything.
nope, because it was not the Fleetwood Mac we know and love very dearly.
Let's see, did another album called Split Coconut. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
What was on that one?
Yep. Let's see here. I'm not too sure.
Dude,
Look it up there. Let me see.
I don't recognize the titles.
All right, there. Okay, let me help you look up there. Let's see here. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. Dave Mason albums. Okay, there.
Well, actually, I just had it up, but go ahead.
Okay, let me look it up here out of curiosity there. Alone Together. Okay, there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Like You Never Left. Certified Live. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there.
The certified live album's good.
All right, there.
Yeah.
He is recorded with Paul McCartney, George Harrison, Stones, Hendrix, Clapton, Michael Jackson, David Crosby, Graham Nash, Steve Winwood, Fleetwood Mac, Delaney and Bonnie, Leon Russell, the late Cass Elliot. And of course, it says here, one of his biggest compositions, Feel It All Right, recorded by almost everybody that we mentioned there. Holy Shoe, which was, and of course, we know his song, We Just Disagree.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't know it 10 minutes ago.
I know, yeah. Well, because they never mentioned the title of the album when it was played. They never excuse me, let me rephrase that. They never mentioned the title of the song when they played this when they played it on the radio.
They
That
just figured you knew it.
well,
SC, there's people sleeping.
Okay.
all right. I know what he's talking about there. All right. Okay, so let's see here. Do we have any more for the time being? I guess.
Well, I have lots more.
Fleetwood Mac.
Next,
Okay, hold on. Let me get it.
yeah, we mentioned them on a previous show. Let's
We
mention
did,
them again.
yes. Mhm.
No, I got some. Fleetwood Mac's drummer had his penis played with by the cocaine-fueled female singer that is fat now and washed out.
What?
What the hell is he talking about?
I have no dang ass clue.
The lead singer, the singer for the group, is a female. Her name is
Stevie Nicks?
Stevie Nicks. She's female, and she did go out or marry or date the drummer.
Yeah, Mick Fleetwood. They
Right.
did date for a while there, but broke it off because of scheduling conflicts. Because they have solo careers on the side there.
I want to see what she looks like now.
Still looks the same,
Well,
and she
I
still
was-
sounds the same as well there.
Yeah, but why said she's fat and out.
No.
Why? What-
And you know what?
Washed out.
Here's something else. She's kind of like an Wicca icon when you think about it, because
What?
because all the girls out there who practice Wicca, witchcraft, they look to her as an icon because of apparently she practices that herself. And one of her big hits with Fleetwood Mac was a song called Rihanna, which is about a Welsh witch.
And it's actually Rhiannon.
Rhiannon, thank you.
Rhiannon's the singer.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I know, because it
Sing-
sounds so similar, so that's why.
I know.
Does she look fat and washed out, Keith?
Yes. Why?
What?
Sing
What?
Tom Petty song. You got lucky.
I did before.
That was that was Tom Petty on his own. The song she did with Tom Petty was the one we mentioned. The main one was "Stop Dragging My Heart Around."
Good Keith is hard to find. Good Keith is hard to find. You got lucky, Cronin. You
Oh,
got lucky, Cronin. When he found you.
Well, she still looks good there.
What?
She still
She's
looks
washed
good.
out, right?
No, she's
Can you look up
not.
what washed out means?
I know what you're talking about there, but
It's like Tony with his band. He's washed up. Right?
Tony's band never had anything to start with, so
Oh, boy, Brown. No. Who's on the J-Lo?
Come on, guys.
yeah. Let's get to the main stuff here.
Okay, I think the last band, because we're creeping up on the time,
Yeah, we are.
is one called the Marshall Tucker Band.
Yeah, we know those. We heard.
Their debut album Their debut album is fantastic. Take the Highway,
Yep.
Can't You See,
Yep.
Losing You, Hillbilly Band, See You Later, I'm Gone, Rambling, My Jesus Just Told Me So.
Mm-hmm.
My
I
Jesus
know.
Told Me So.
I know how I found out about Marshall Tucker Band. I was listening to the song by Lee Brice. It's called Parking Lot Party. And in the song, it goes, a little Marshall Tucker on the radio. Can't you see? So I looked up Marshall Tucker and Can't You See? And I actually like this one live version way better than the audio.
They also did Fire on the Mountain
Mm-hmm.
and Searching for a Rainbow, which is the
Silverado.
title of the album.
The song Silverado. I remember the video for that song years ago.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
I'm
It's
gonna slap you,
plastic.
Keith. I swear.
It's it's fantastic. Okay, go ahead.
They did Walk in the Streets Alone and Long Hard Ride, which is a great instrumental.
All right.
Let's see. Right, come on. Running Like the Wind.
All
Oh, it
right.
was the Outlaws that did Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Yes, they did. Yes, we got to mention those as well because they had some good hits in there. Like High Tide and Green Grass was played a lot on the radio.
Green Grass and High Tides.
Okay, there, because I got mixed up with the Rolling
Heard-
Stones' greatest album there.
And Heard It in a Love Song.
That was a big one there. Right. So I guess
And
that's.
that
Go
wasn't
ahead.
Huey
What's up? Go ahead.
Wasn't Huey Thompson in?
Yeah,
Wasn't
Huey Thompson. Huey Thompson. Yes, he would later go on to play guitar with Leonard Skinner.
I was aware of that.
Yes, and he was a member of the Outlaws, as it was stated there. All right, there.
The Marshall Tucker Band had the Caldwell brothers, Toy and Tommy.
All right. Yes.
Yo,
I'm pretty sure
guys,
Toys.
let's send you this. You want me to send you this live thing? Like Marshall Tucker Band's playing "Can't You See" live. It's like way better than audio.
Well, that's a personal opinion, but they're both good.
Yeah. Either way, they're both good songs there. I know Zach Brown with Kid Rock did a cover of that song there. I remember hearing one time.
Yeah,
I see. I got it. Yep.
but this looks like a good spot to cut it off for the evening and pick it up again tomorrow, Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, correct. That's when we resume with part 6 of their 1970 series there. All right, so I guess this
Which
is...
it might be the last one.
Maybe.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, no. Who knows? And after that, we'll go on to the 1980s and then the 1990s afterwards and so on there. Okay, and also there's other... don't forget the other topics that I had talked about, the punk rock, industrial rock, and the other genres that I mentioned previously there. And we resume with part 6 this coming Wednesday evening. And we will see you then for YR, for Keith, and for Arknolia, and myself. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.
We'll see you guys later.
Good. Bye-bye. All right.
Bye.